Hi everyone. Welcome back to PARQUET, episode 12, where it is now time for a Christmas party, well, a small one between Rino and Kanato. So, Kanato managed to find some way to obtain a Christmas cake, so he could not secure an order for one because all the bakeries and shops have big backlogs for cakes. So everyone is celebrating Christmas. But he managed to obtain one thanks to Nika, who begged and persuaded her father, so Tsubasa's boss, to teach Kanato how to make a cake. So a simple one like a strawberry cake. So Tsubasa did the decorations, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so anyways, it's now later that night. Okay, so Ibaraki-san wakes up and walks down the stairs, seemingly in pain. Why? Okay, so once again, Tsubasa ate something and it's too fattening or too much sugar and Rino can't feel it. Are you okay?
なんか体の調子が悪くて
Wait, are you sick?
わかんないけどお腹のあたりが痛い起き上がったり姿勢を正そうと力を入れたらいつ
So, it hurts. Oh, okay.
翼さん変なものを食べたとかじゃないよね
I don't think so. She never picks up things from the floor, so I don't think that's what's causing it.
そうならいいけど
If you say so.
ほんと何なんだろうこれビリビリする
But I still feel funny. And it's probably muscular pain. Oh, so maybe from the morning because Tsubasa was working out, so she got some ideas about how to exercise and lose weight. So I'm pretty sure she too can feel that she's eating too much and gaining too much fat. So whether she eats or exercises, Ibaraki-san still suffers regardless. And maybe it'd be better if they avoided stressing their shared body too much. That's true. Okay, so finally, Christmas Eve is upon us. We got everything for the party during the day. So after more cooking lessons with the owner, Kido-san and I have successfully baked our cake. So this time it has all those problems addressed. So while their first cake tasted good, the problem is that it didn't look that good. And if you remember, the boss was showing off, so look at my cake, even though we know that he's a professional. Okay, so now it's sitting in the fridge. Pretty chilly out today, huh? So I look out the window, and the night sky is quite pitch black. So it's a shade of gray. Maybe that's because of the clouds. Well, I hope it doesn't rain.
Ohayo.
And it's morning for Rino. Morning? The weather looks kind of gloomy.
雨でも降るのかな。
So, is it going to rain? Well, I hope not. I have to go out here in a bit.
すっかり任せっきりにしちゃったけど、準備の方はどう？
Yes. But I ordered some takeout, and I need to go get it now. Okay, so the usual dinner. So we were too busy focusing on the cake during the day to go and get it. And I'm sure around this time, the takeout is cold.
私が取ってこようか。任せっきりで申し訳ないから。
Well, I can go. Don't worry about it. So I'll get it.
そう？でも、じっと待ってるのも手持ち無沙汰だし。
So are you sure?
私も一緒に行く。
Okay, so Rino wants to go with Kanato. Okay, let's get going. So we go to a luxury hotel over by the station to pick up our food. And this one restaurant was open tonight for hors d'oeuvre and fried chicken takeaways. Okay, so if you remember, Rino's like, well, to have a Christmas party, we need a cake, so they have that, and also fried chicken. And I managed to get my order in a few days ago, so it feels like a miracle. Well, almost.
さすが高級ホテル。本格的なローストチキン。なんか楽しみ。
So it must mean that the fried chicken will taste good because it's from a fancy hotel.
結構高かったでしょ。
Well, a bit, I guess. But it is a holiday, so you're allowed to splurge a little bit on the holidays. That's true.
後で費用を教えて半分出す。
Okay, so I'll pay part of it. Don't worry about it. So I'm the one who chose this place, so I'll cover the bills.
そういうわけにもいかない。遠慮とかしながらチキンを食べたくないし。
Wait, so is everything okay?
急に首筋に冷たい何かが。あ、雪だ。
Ooh, so it's snowing. Oh, so no wonder it's cold. So, tiny snowflakes flutter about as they descend from the sky. And it's rare to have snow, and even more so in December. Well, I'm sure this is around the time when it's the coldest, so there's snow. So it usually starts in December and then it ends around March. But anyways, the people out and about all stop to admire and comment on the snow. And I spot a lot of couples among them, and no doubt because today is Christmas Eve. And they all look so happy. Surely this is not my imagination. And Iraki-san herself also wears a jolly smile on her face.
ホワイトクリスマスか。
Ooh, so white Christmas.
雪だ。雪。濡れるのはあんまり好きじゃないけど、たまにはこういうのも悪くないかな。
That's true. And seeing her so content makes me feel like all the preparation I did was worth it. And Rino is getting cold.
悪くはないけど、やっぱ冷えるな。寒。
Okay, so let's get back and have our little feast.
そうしよう。
Okay.
じゃあまあ
Um.
メリークリスマス。
Okay, so Merry Christmas.
何これ、チキンうまっ。
And you can see what they're eating, so it's quite exquisite. So fried chicken and some other things on the side. Really? So it is amazing.
さすが高級ホテルのレストラン。こんなに美味しいとは思わなかった。
And I wonder how much Kanato paid for all this. So the skin of the chicken is crispy, but the thigh meat isn't the least bit dry, so everything is perfect. So it's soft, slightly juicy, and tangy. Well, I guess that's professional cook for you.
普段できない贅沢としては文句のつきようもないかも。
And I wonder what would run out first if we ate this lavishly every day, so money or time. I'm sure it's money.
チキンのローストってこんなに美味しいものだったんだ。
So have you eaten this before? I have not.
初めて。チキンのローストなんてクリスマス以外で見かける機会は少ないし。
So no. And plus, this is my first time celebrating Christmas, so
かといって一人で買うのもなんか負けた気がするし。
And what does she mean?
こんなに美味しいなら一人で食べてもよかったかも。いや、でも一人で食べてたらやっぱり敗北感があるかも。
That's true. And I don't think there's any point in pondering that now. Not like you'll realize anything you had not had back then. Okay, alright, let's eat while it's still hot. Okay, so I'm sure Kanato set a time when they'll pick up, so pretty much the restaurant made it fresh at right time.
そうしよう。
Okay.
ごちそうさまでした。
So thank you for the food.
すごく美味しかった。
Well, remember, so we still have dessert.
あ、そうだった。
Oh, yeah, that's right.
ケーキは買って帰らなかったけど、ホテルとは別のところで買ったの。
So, what about the cake? Kind of. So, I give a vague answer as I take the cake out of the fridge and present it in front of Rino, or Ibaraki-san.
おお、いちごのケーキだ。美味しそう。
But it is just a normal cake, though.
十分でしょ。いや、むしろそれがいい。ケーキなんて食べるのいつ以来だろう。全然覚えてないや。
Okay. So go ahead and try some. And I cut up a slice, set it on a plate, and present it to her.
それじゃあ、いただきます。
Okay, so don't mind, and time to eat.
美味しい。すごく美味しい。
Ooh, this is good. Really?
本当に、なんだろう、なんていうか、こう味が高いレベルでまとまってて、口の中が幸せのフェスティバル。
Wait, what?
真顔で尋ねないでよ。自分でも意味不明なんだから。
Well, you don't need to think so hard about it, really.
違う、 そうじゃない。美味しいのは本当。ただちょっと褒め方を間違えたというか。
So basically, it is hard for me to come up with a good response to this delicious cake.
うまいこと言おうとして大失敗したというか。
Well, I'm sure that's not what Kanato wants from Rino.
とにかく美味しい。本当に美味しい。
Well, thanks. And my nervousness subsides as I watch her enjoy the cake.
どこのお店のやつ？有名なお店？
Okay, so I baked it myself, actually.
作ったって。いぶきくんが？
Wait, you? So, Kiro-san and I learned from a chef and baked it together.
翼さんも？
Wait, she did too? Yeah, so she wanted you to enjoy your Christmas, so she went all out. So, pretty much, Tsubasa decorated the cake, so put strawberries and cream.
そっか。そうなんだ。
While Kanto did the base, so the cake itself.
だからこんなに美味しいのか。
And she takes another bite of the cake, and nodding to herself, she savors the taste.
ありがとう。こんな美味しいケーキを用意してくれて。
So, thanks. And I'm glad you like it. Well, to be honest, I'm a bit worried, so I thought it'll be a waste. And I know we baked a decent cake, but you can never account for someone's taste buds. That's true.
この味で心配は必要ないってば。
Well, I'm sure everyone will like this cake, or there are a few people who will hate it. And maybe I'll be more confident when I have more experience, I suppose. Only 3 people have tasted the cakes we baked. So, Tsubasa, the boss, and Nika. So I'm worried it might not suit her plate, also her palate.
美味しい。幸せ。
So, a festival of happiness?
うっさいな。蒸し返さなくていいから。
Hey, so come on, so don't make fun of me. Sorry about that.
くそ。無理してうまいこと言おうとするんじゃなかった。
And she glares at me. But, anyways, she keeps eating the cake. And she must really be enjoying it. Well, thank goodness, I got the owner to agree to teach me. Well, I'm glad you like the cake. So, I had a backup plan, but I guess I won't need it. So, what was the backup plan if Reno didn't like the cake? Okay, so chocolates. I go to the fridge and pull out a box of chocolates. And they're from the same place Iraki-san had me get them last time. Oh, so they're Christmas, bonbons from the place you like, and I figured I could not go wrong with them.
準備は任せきり。ケーキまで作ってもらった。それで文句を言うなんて性格が悪すぎる。私、そんな人間だと思われてる？
Well, it looks like it from Kanto's perspective. No, I know you are not. I'm just worried you might be disappointed, and I would not have liked that. And that's why I bought these as safety.
まあ、それも全部杞憂だったわけだけど、このケーキに文句なんてつけられない。あ、でもそれはそれとして、 チョコはチョコで楽しみ。
But anyways, I will enjoy the chocolates later. And I'm glad you're having a good time.
料理もケーキもすごく美味しかった。このチョコレートも間違いないだろうし。本当にありがとう。
But anyways, so thank you. Well, if you're happy, I'm happy too.
それでさ、さ、ちょっと待ってて。
And all of a sudden, she grows, let's see, fidgety. And she throws me a meaningful glance before walking up the stairs to her room. Huh? Wait, so what was that about? And she comes back before I can start guessing. So, and I notice a small bag in her hand.
これあげる。
Here, so have this. Wait, for me?
クリスマスのプレゼント。
Okay.
クリスマスにはプレゼント交換するものだから。
Hmm.
何その顔。迷惑なら別に。
Well, if you don't like it, then... Well, actually, I'm really happy. And I just feel bad. Well, I completely forgot to get a present for you. And my head was completely occupied with learning to bake. Well, I'm sure the dinner was enough for Rino. So, the fried chicken, the chocolates, and the cake.
十分してくれてたでしょ。このパーティーがプレゼントみたいなものだし。
There you go.
なんならこのチョコレートがプレゼントだし。
So, this will be my present to you.
だからあげる。迷惑じゃないならだけど。
Well, of course I do. Well, thanks. And she presents the bag. And I take it carefully with both hands. Okay, so I'll take your present. And it's not that big, but it turns out to be heavier than I expected. So can I open it?
どうぞ好きにすれば。
So please do.
でもそんな大したものじゃないから期待とかされると困るし、もし気に入らなかったら捨てていいから。プレゼントしたものをどうするのも伊吹くんの自由だし。
Well, I'm sure throwing it away is bad. But anyways, I take out the present inside. And oh, so there are two wrapped boxes inside. Wait, two?
本当に大したものじゃないから水増し。あ、いや言い方を間違えた。あった方が便利かなって。
Well, anyways, so it's nothing special. And I open the boxes. So inside one box is a mug and the other is a tumbler.
ずっと同じグラスを使ってるから。温かいものを飲むときはこういうので飲む方が便利かなと。
That's true. So, can I have these?
そりゃプレゼントだし全然大したものじゃないんだけど、物を送るなんて初めてでよくわかんなくて、だからごめん。
Okay. And why are you apologizing? I'm really happy, so don't worry.
本当に？
Really? So I'll use them both every day. But anyways, thank you for getting them for me.
そうならよかった。
So these are things that will enrich my life and make daily activities easier. and Ibaraki-san gave them to me. And at the very least, I didn't think she's thinking of throwing me out. So she is concerned about Kanato. It's like, well, you might be cold and you need this to help you. And the realization that she bought me these makes me so happy. Okay, so I almost want to use them right away. Well, I'm going to brew some black tea, so do you want some? Sure. So, actually wait. So let me brew it for you. Okay. And we may have gotten a bit overexcited. Why? So she and I probably had the same thing in mind. And that's why we decided to go outside and take a breather. And since it's cold, it's not good for Rino to wear shorts. Because, well, you know. Well, I hope not. At least it should not affect the buses or anything. And we look up at the snowy day. Oh, so the snowy sky as we shiver from the cold. And all I have to fend off the cold is my jacket and warm tea. Well, if you see, Rino is worse. Oh, so usually I just get drunk and well, I know what you mean, and my body feels so warm. And the tea is staying warm, and this really retains the heat better than my old cup. Well, I'm sure his old cup is not designed to retain heat. So it's a wonderful present, thank you. And she replies curtly, and the blush on her cheeks isn't just because of the cold, I assume. I think it tastes good as it is. Alright, so it could be a bit stronger. Okay, I agree. But you brewed it for me, so I'll still drink it. But thanks. Yeah, that you mention it. That's true. So this year, I had fun and it was a good time. Because I got to be more like other people, so being able to celebrate Christmas with someone. So,
だから
so, so Rino is at a loss for words.
だからなんだろう。ねえ、私何が言いたかったんだと思う？
Okay, so I'm not a mind reader, so I don't know what you were thinking about. But I think I understand what you wanted to communicate or say to me.
なら十分か。
Okay, that's good.
とにかくさ、こちらこそありがとう。
And glad to hear you had a good time, and that makes all the effort worth it. And I drink more tea to warm up. And she smiles and drinks some as well. And looking over at her, I feel the pit of my chest getting warm. And it would be nice if we could do this again. Well, I'm sure next year, if he's still here.
来年のクリスマス？それまでずっと出ていかないつもりか。
But what about the other days? So it'll be another 365 days of waiting.
まあ別にいいんだけど、今更だし。
Okay. And there are more holidays throughout the year. So next one, New Year's and Valentine's and White Day and such. There you go. So New Year's.
正月は別にゴロゴロしてお餅食べて初詣に行く。一人でも結構満喫できるから。
Okay. And what about the flower gazing at the start of spring?
花見か。人のいない深夜に夜桜を楽しむくらいはしたことがある。
So the cherry blossom viewing festival.
でも花見も誰かと一緒なら違う風に思えるのかな。どうなんだろうね。
Well, we'll just have to try and see. And I like to watch the flowers to do, so I'll think of what we can do.
期待せずに待ってる。花見。
And despite her words, I can see a smile forming on her face.
ま、それはまだまだ先の話。今の話としてはやっぱ寒い。
Okay, so now it is too cold for Rino. So, want to go back in? I need to get more tea anyways. And we're going to freeze if we stay out here too long. I'm already feeling the chill lines on my neck.
そりゃそうなるでしょ。首に BMI をつけてたら。
So, metal can't keep heat long, so basically, Kanato is freezing in the neck.
というか、なんで BMI をずっとつけっぱなし？パルケ。おはよう、いぶきくん。
Okay, so next day with Tsubasa. Good morning. So, it's the day after Christmas, so 26. And Kiro-san comes down the stairs looking cheerier than usual.
昨日は無事に楽しめたみたいだね。リノくんの申し送りからも伝わってきた。
So the reason why the BMI was on Kanato's neck all night was because Kanato was recording it for Tsubasa. And I'm glad she was satisfied. Though it's hardly a surprise for me since I was right there with her. But hearing it from a third party reassures me that I'm not just imagining things.
ケーキも喜んでもらえたみたいで、何よりだよ。
Oh, right. So I got something for you.
お？なんだろう。
So what is it? And amused, she cocks her head to the side. Oh, so I give her a memory cube. Oh, so a message from me. A selfie, well, just video data taken from my own point of view. I can use BMI without experiencing negative effects if all I'm doing is recording my field of vision. Oh, so for me? And she stares at the cube quizzically. Okay, so I'll check it out. Go ahead. And still confused, she puts on the BMI, and then memory inside starts to play out. Let's see. Okay, so what did Ibuki-kun record here? And is it something he wants to say? I don't see why he could not just tell me normally. And as I wonder, the images flow into my brain. Okay, so what happened last night with Rino? So it's just over BMI, but it's like I'm being thanked directly by Rino-kun. Okay. I already knew how pleased she was, but the look of pure joy on her face is something I never could have imagined, and words cannot fully describe it. And now that I see it for myself, I come to an understanding. So I'm happy to see her like this. I'm so overjoyed that she had such a great time. But at the same time, it hurts, so my chest aches so much. Okay, so next, Kido-san slowly takes off the BMI, and then she looks up at me. So what's that? Well, don't ask me. Well, it feels good. So taught you what? Okay. And even if she looks in the mirror, all she sees is herself and Iraki Rino's body. And she can't visibly see emotions in the daily messages they exchange. Okay. And I gave you that because I wanted you to be able to see the fruits of your efforts. So you can see with her own two eyes what Rino thinks of the cake that we both made together.
ありがとう。これは僕にとって最高のクリスマスプレゼントだ。何かお返しをしないと。
Okay, so now I need to think of something to give you as my present. Well, it's not a big deal, and you don't have to. So you put enough work into the cake already.
ケーキはリノ君のために一緒に作ったものだろう。
But that cake was for Rino-kun.
それとこれとは全く話が違う。
So that cake is for Rino-kun, so it's her present, not yours. Good point, I guess.
とはいえ、若い男の子にプレゼントか。本来であれば感謝のキスでもしてあげたいところなんだけど。
So, how about a kiss?
リノ君の体でそんな勝手なことをするのはさすがに気が引ける。
That's true. Well, I would not like that either. And if she found out, I might actually get kicked out. So she'll be upset, even though it was Tsubasa who made the move. Or worse, killed.
ないとは言い切れないかもね。よもや死をプレゼントするわけにもいかない。ダメだ。何も思いつかない。
Hold on, I went too fast, so let's see what Tsubasa said before.
バックログ画面。よもや死をプレゼントするわけにもいかない。他のものをプレゼントとなると。
Okay.
人のこと笑っていられないな、これじゃ。
Well, don't sweat it. So it's no big deal.
よし。ならお昼をごちそうしよう。実は評判のラーメン屋があるんだ。
So, how about lunch? That sounds fine by me. I won't feel guilty about something as small as lunch. And if you vouch for it, it can't be bad.
任せておきたまえ。以前に食べた野菜ダブルニンニク油マシマシバーガー。
Wait, so that big burger that got Rino sick?
あれを売ってるお店の系列なんだ。味は間違いない。
Oh, okay, so that place sells more than that big, meaty burger. Well, I'll bet. I get the feeling my stomach is not going to appreciate this in the long run, so... Well, actually, on second thought, could we go somewhere else?
ダメかな。麺肩辛め野菜ダブルニンニク油マシマシ。
So, you don't like that? Well, it sounds really intimidating when you keep saying the full name. So you like it, but it's making it wary for me.
そっか。いぶきくんがそういうのなら仕方ない。残念だけど。なら塩ラーメンとか。しかも味玉、チャーシュー、餃子のトッピング付き。これでどうだ。
And does it taste good?
もちろんだとも。
Of course it does. Okay, let's go then. And the snow has subsided, and now the sky is a bright blue canvas. And unfortunately, most of the snow didn't stick. So the little witch has already melted on the ground. However, the wind chill is still pretty strong. And the cold weather only makes the proposition of ramen much more enticing. And yet, what's wrong still? And why does she look so sad? And I hate alcohol. Every time I see a drunkard out in the city, I feel uncomfortable. And if only people saw the bad things that happen because of alcohol, they never drink it again. And the reason I hate it is because it reminds me of the past. And my dad would get drunk and beat me. And even if I kept silent, he still beats me. So I hate alcohol, I hate drunkards. But I have to deal with it. I have to endure. And this is why I'm a puppet. If I ignored the pain, it would get better. And that is why I became a puppet. And before I even realized it, the pain was all gone. But that may just have been because something broke inside me. Well, either way, I didn't care as long as I did not have to suffer. Okay, so we're at chapter 3. Oh, well, no, this is chapter 4. So 3 just ended. So anyways, Christmas ends, and the world gears up to greet the new year. Okay. So office workers have to deal with the scheduling year-end parties as the day approaches. So it's around New Year's. And at home, there's the general New Year's cleanup in addition to the usual housework. So Kanato Flowers is also busy at this time of the year. And New Year's decorations are not the only things selling like hotcakes. So the hostess clubs are also really busy this time of the year. So flowers are busy or selling as well. And it's mostly long-time customers coming to get flowers for their favorite girl as end of the year gifts. And additionally, we have groups of men who come from the company parties looking for after parties at their hostess clubs. But there are some establishments that don't see the New Year's excitement. So it's been many years, or basically every year is the same. So nothing special, nothing new, nothing exciting. Like Einsatz. Well, it's quiet, so nobody wants to come here if they are to celebrate New Year's. So I'm currently warming myself up with some lemonade. So this day of the year is boring. So even the owner appears bored out of his mind, and this is the man who said he prefer less business. So now that he does have less business, there's nothing to do. So is it always like this around the time of the year? Mostly yes.
サボりの営業も来ない。実家に戻るやつも多い。ここらに出てくる人が減って休暇に入る店も多い。そしてさらに人が減る。
So the lack of activity downtown affects business. So do you have any plans, sir?
今日が仕事納めだ。明日12月29日から1月4日まで休むつもりだ。
Okay, so I'll take a few days off. So I won't open until January 4th.
お前らはどうするんだ?
And what about you two?
ゆっくりさせてもらうつもりだよ。
Okay. And same here, so I don't have any other plans in particular.
つうかお前さん、最初に来て以来、ほぼ毎日来てたな。そもそも、普段は何してんだ?
I work part-time at night, and that's why I have free time during the day.
注文するなら俺も文句はないんだが。
Well, if you come here, make sure you are a customer, so order something. Of course, and hope you'll keep allowing me to come here next year as well.
よろしくお願いします。
Yes, please do.
ちょっと気が早いけどな。
Okay. So, will you make it? Oh, so will you make traditional food for New Year's?
めんどくさい。
I think it's no.
なんて言いつつもニカ君にリクエストされたら作るくせに。
Okay, so how about we bring in Nika-kun and have her beg or persuade you?
ニカちゃんはおせちが好きじゃないからその心配はない。
Well, I know what she wants, so
そっか。最近の若い子には昔ながらのおせちが口に合わないのかもね。
well, I haven't had one of those. So, how are they?
基本何日かに分けて食べたりするもんだからな。味が濃かったり単調になったり、そもそも煮物なんかは好きじゃない子も多い。
Okay.
手間がかかる割に作ったら文句を言われる、残される。それよりも買いだめした材料で手間をかけずに作れる鍋とか焼肉とかの方が楽で喜ばれる。
So, this is not the only business that closes down for New Year's. So, Kanato Flower does too, as do all the host and hostess clubs. So, we have to take care of all the remaining shipments before the year ends. And I'll be busy night at work, which is why I'm taking it easy right now.
お疲れ様でした。良いお年を。
So Happy New Year.
ああ、お前らも良いお年を。
Okay, so how was work to Tsubasa?
気遣いどうもありがとう。
It was good, thanks.
今日はそんなに働いたわけでもないけどね。
That's true. Well, I should be the one thanking you actually, so I was your customer.
お
Okay, so I'm really glad we met that day, back when you saved me.
えあ、はい。どういたしまして。何急にどうしたの。何かのフラグっぽいけど、もしかして死ぬの。
Well, I'm not dying anytime soon. And talking with the owner just made me reflect on the year. Well, for me, it's mainly just the past month. But this month has been very exciting one for me. And if I were still in that dorm prison room, I never would have experienced all of this.
それでもちょっと気が早すぎない？マスターはともかく僕らは一緒に過ごすんだから。
That's true. True. There you go.
ついでに一つ確認いいかな。
So what is it?
さっき伊吹くんも残ると答えていたけど、帰れる場所はあるんだろ？前に言ってたじゃないか。
I suppose I do.
だったら僕らのことは気を使わないでいい。そういうのはリノくんも嫌がるだろうからね。
Well, I'm not really forcing myself to stay. And if I go back, I won't have anyone to spend the holiday with. And I've already experienced that before. Which is why I want to stay. Well, wait, so is this some kind of social cue that I'm not picking up?
建前
So, is this a subtle way of telling me you like some time alone?
ないよ、ないない。
No?
今更そんなこと言うわけないだろ。
Okay, that's a relief. So, if you're okay with it, I'd like to stay here for New Year's. Of course, I also need Iraki-san's permission.
そうかなり低い可能性だと思うよ、僕は。
I hope so.
一つアドバイスしてあげる。リノ君相手に無縁な言い方をしたら気持ちがすれ違うだけだと思うよ。素直じゃないからね、リノ君は。
Okay, I see. Not that I'm any different. So before coming here, I've only ever talked to Miyoshi-san. I'm not good at reading people.
いや、僕も人のことを言える立場じゃないけど。なんせ入退院と研究を繰り返してばっかりのエリートぼっちだったからね。
Well, I don't know why you look so proud while saying that.
深刻そうに自虐したら笑えないじゃないか。
I wouldn't laugh either way.
もう愛も変わらず手厳しい。とにかく僕らは全員似たようなものなんだ。真正面からぶつかる方が失敗も少なくて済むと思うよ。クリスマスなんかがそうだっただろ。
Yes, right. I agree. And thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
どういたしまして。パルケ。寒い。
I'm cold. Okay, so this is a good place to stop. So I did stretch it a little bit because I wanted that conversation with Tsubasa in this episode. So we'll see how it goes for New Year's with Rino. And I'm guessing that it'll be more or less like how it went with Tsubasa. So at this point, it feels like Rino has opened up a little bit. So despite her being negative towards Kanato, she was smiling and was thankful for the things that he did for Christmas. So buy and make things, so cake, fried chicken, and chocolates. And Rino did give Kanato a present. So you're always cold, so have a bottle that keeps the drink warm. So anyways, we'll see how it goes here. And it looks like we're at the flower shop, which will close for New Year's. But anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you later.